Look at my hand right here. I'm literally shaking right now. That's not coffee, because I think without a shadow of doubt, we can prove that Jeffrey Epstein, I think the whole world knew he didn't unalive himself. I have to say unalive. I know it's a stupid word. I just don't want these videos to get taken down. I want the truth to get out there. They essentially take these videos down if you use certain language, because kids will end up. Anyway, I know I'm frantic. I'm crazy. We have now new evidence in the new Epstein Files drop. It just gets crazier and crazier. I've done an entire series of this. Oh my God, I'm going to tell you everything. I know what you're thinking, Nez. You're completely nuts. I'm not completely nuts. You know me. I always back everything up with evidence. I'm the most skeptical skeptic in the skeptic tank. Did I just say that? Yeah. Nobody's more skeptical than I am. When I get this stuff come across my desk, I'm always the first to go, that is complete BS. This is not clickbait. This is not sensationalism. This is scary, which is why I'm shaking. Okay, let me catch my breath. The individual who anonymously posted on 4chan the morning of Epstein's death, August 10th, 2019, claiming he witnessed weird happenings at the prison before Epstein's death, has been identified in the Epstein Files. If you're wondering what in the world is 4chan, I'm going to show you the post. The post is insane. Then I'm going to show you the proof and the evidence that this guy actually worked at the prison. He was actually a legitimate person, because this post got so much pushback for being completely false, just a way to draw attention, a bunch of BS. 4chan is like this anonymous website board where you can literally post anything about anything. It's completely 100% anonymous. Thereby, it's sort of one of those websites that's supposed to nurture and cultivate truth-telling, and you get all sorts of weird stuff on there, and cool stuff, and interesting stuff, and BS stuff. But this was one of those things that the whole world stopped when this post came on this anonymous website board. And I'm going to read it for you, exactly what it said. It's so haunting. It's so insane. And then I'm going to prove to you what the new Epstein Files just showed. So buckle up, children. This is going to be a ride you're never going to forget. Okay, but just really quickly, I have to share this because this has helped so many people. Our new partner chapter is the easiest, most convenient, most straightforward way for you to solve all your Medicare problems. This is a free service, absolutely free. Call that number down there if you or anybody you know has any issues with Medicare. They are completely independent, unbiased. I rarely do sponsor. Call this number, 656-218-0931. Check out this testimony from our very own Teresa. Just got off the phone with Chapter, was able to save over $1,000 a year by calling them. Thanks, Professor Nez. I don't want to toot my horn too much, but I know some people who've saved a lot more. They're free. Go check them out. This is why I partner with them. Again, that number, I need my glasses, I'm blind, 656-218-0931. Okay, check this out. You can see at the very top of this post, it says anonymous, and you can see the date. That was the morning of that the whole world was told, Saturday, August 10th, 2019, that Epstein unalived himself. But check out the message. Not saying anything after this. Please do not try to dox me. But last night after 0415, count, they took him medical in a wheelchair, front cuffed, but not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Hey, by the way, guys, I am not one of these people who has depression or anxiety. So if something happens to me, please let this record show that I'm fine. I'm happy. I love my life. I love what I do. I love my kids. I love my wife. I'm kind of getting scared here, even sharing this. Oh, okay. Sorry. So not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Next thing we know, a trip van shows up. We do not do releases on the weekends unless a judge orders it. Next thing we know, he's put in a single man cell and hangs himself. Here's the thing. The trip van did not sign in. Not. Look, he capitalized. Let me zoom in a little more. He capitalized not. Here's the thing. So, I mean, you can tell by the way that he's writing this, he obviously, you know, and this is why a lot of people took it seriously when it first was posted. And and since shared all over, but there was no verification. There was no proof that this guy actually was real until now. But you can tell by the way that he talks about the process, the protocol, what normally happens when somebody, needs medical or what have you. He really understands, and we didn't know it was a he until now, what the whole entire process and system is. Anyway, so here's the thing. The trip van did not, I really apologize, I'm shaking right now, did not sign in, and we did not record the plate number. And a guy in a green dress military outfit. Oh, it gets creepier and creepier. So did not sign in, did not record the plate number, and a guy in a green dress military outfit was in the back of the van, according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. And this is what I highlighted. You guys, I'm shaking right now, but I think they switched him out. Oh my God, the hairs on my arm are just, I'm sorry. I know you guys might think I'm being dramatic. This is really creepy stuff. So here is that same person in that same exact post that I just read for you directly from the anonymous message boarding site called 4chan. So this person has now been identified in the Epstein files. His name is Robert Grijalva. He's an officer at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York. He has been identified as the anonymous prison employee who posted this, claiming Epstein left his cell Friday evening shackled in a medical wheelchair, while at the same time an unauthorized trip van arrived at the prison, which he believes took Epstein away the night before news broke of his death. The day after Epstein's death, U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman of the Southern District of New York opened a grand jury proceeding and subpoenaed 4chan, Apple, AT&T, and Citibank for records aiming to uncover Grijalva's identity following the anonymous 4chan post. That's really interesting, is it not? Grijalva's name is not redacted on his bank records included in the Southern District of New York subpoena response from Citibank for his 4chan post, and ties to the same prison officer, Roberto Grijalva, whose statements were released as part of the prison's investigation into Epstein's death. This is huge, you guys. Check out his bank statement. We now have validation that the 4chan post from August 10th, 2019 is a legitimate eyewitness account from an MCC prison guard that Epstein may have been switched out before news broke of his alleged... I have to say that instead of you know what. Okay, this may sound insane, but let's just examine the evidence, shall we? Let's just look at this long view here. A series of 4chan posts from an MCC prison guard appeared claiming a body swap took place with a van arriving that didn't check into the prison and violated other prison protocols, like we just discussed. From this recent Epstein drop, we know the FBI investigated the person behind this post, and they investigated him hard. And it's now confirmed from bank statements affiliated with the subpoenas that I just showed you that the person who made those posts was an actual Metro prison guard named Roberto Grijalva. But that's not all, because there's so many other anomalies as well. The cell itself, y'all, was not preserved as a crime scene, violating Bureau of Prisons protocol. Epstein's body, quote unquote, was removed before FBI agents arrived, and no photos were taken of the body in the cell. So we're talking items in that cell like medications and noose were moved or disturbed during the initial investigation, leading experts to criticize the handling as, quote, shoddy, end quote, and potentially compromising evidence. It's not a smoking gun in itself, but this is like, this absolute travesty, this disarray just adds evidence to Roberto's quote and his post, and to the likelihood that a body swap is extremely likely, y'all. Additionally, and this is just absolute crazy, no DNA evidence or fingerprint confirmations exist. Excuse me? Huh? Huh? Donner Party of 4? Check, please. What? No DNA evidence or fingerprint confirmations exist of Epstein's body because his brother Mark identified, quote unquote, the body is real. Would Mark have an incentive to lie about his brother actually being dead and even investigate a fake fight over whether he murdered or unalived himself in order to distract from the theory that he's alive? Very, very interesting. If you don't know about Mark Epstein, this guy, I mean, he's just as conspiratorial. He makes Alex Jones look like, Walter Cronkite. I mean, he's extremely conspiratorial. So if everything Roberto posted is true, what you see on your screen, as it very well may be, it could mean, y'all, this is insane, that Epstein is still alive today. He's probably having tequila shots on a beach in Tel Aviv, laughing. Maybe he's shit posting from an alternate account on X, because it just wouldn't make sense for them to swap out just to unalive him somewhere else. Now, I know what you're thinking. Believe you me, I exhibited that same level of skepticism. But if you look at the facts, if you look at the evidence, if you look at everything that ties and synchronizes to the fact that this was an actual person, this was an actual individual, this wasn't some anonymous internet, Momo who's just looking for attention. And the way that they systematically described every single step, process, and just going off of like my own intuition and my own hunch, besides all the evidence. I always like to combine both because I've been alive long enough to know that life doesn't really operate on logic alone. And sometimes, no matter how clear, no matter how distinctive, no matter how concrete the evidence is, that still doesn't mean yay or nay either way. But my hunch, my intuition, my internal investigative antenna is just ringing loud and clear that this could be a very strong possibility. If not, completely true, it's above 50%. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Please let me know in the comments down below. You guys, there was over 3 million. I have to turn French. I'm not even French. Million. I don't even know if that's French. 3 million. 3 million images, files, documents, videos. I've got so much more coming out. I have an entire series, an entire playlist. You gotta go check it out. I've been covering this. I've got so many more videos coming. I would highly recommend, because I know this video has gotten a lot of heat lately, the video that I did where we toured inside the actual penthouse, Epstein's penthouse in New York. It's everything your imagination could ever conjure. Take that and times it by 10. It is so bizarre and so insane. It's something right out of a Stanley Kubrick film. You got to go check that out. The entire playlist. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment, also at the in the pinned comments down below, also on the end card right down there. But please let me know what your thoughts are on all this. Is he still alive? And if you're watching, Jeffrey, come on my show. Come on my show. This would be fantastic. Break on a show that's outside the mainstream media. New media of the people, for the people, by the people. Real media. Nick Shirley media. The media of real, true experts. Not a bunch of hunky-dory hacks who've never seen anything real in their lives and live inside a well-lit, comfy studio. Come on my show, Jeffrey. I give you carte blanche. Let's make it happen. Let's shake the world if you're still alive, if you're watching this. Please, I can't wait. Hook me up. My DMs are open. You can email me. You can contact me. Leave a comment. I'd love to have you. Don't forget to tap that thumbs up, please. If you love America and you love the truth, our mission here is to make common sense go viral. Here's the playlist right here. As I said, I'll leave a link down below too. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It doesn't cost you a thing. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.